Welcome to The Explainer. You know, some buildings are more than just buildings, right? They're landmarks, they're institutions, and they're often hiding some incredible secrets. Today, we're talking about one of those places, the Balmoral in Edinburgh. And the Balmoral? Oh, it's definitely one of them. I mean, you can't miss it. It just dominates the Edinburgh skyline. It's this grand Victorian giant with a clock tower that's, well, almost as famous as Big Ben. It really feels like it's from another time, a true icon of the city.
So what does it take for a hotel to become a legend like that? Is it just about, crazy, over-the-top luxury, or is there something more going on? Well, with the Balmoral, it's both, for sure. Let's start with the extravagance, because it's the kind of stuff most of us can only dream of. Okay, get ready for this number. A single night in the J.K. Rowling suite, yep, the one where she finished writing the Harry Potter series, can cost you up to £22,000. No, that's not a typo. For one night.
Or, hey, maybe you're just popping in for a drink. Well, you could drop £3,000 on a single bottle of whiskey from their famous bar. I mean, that's the level we're talking about here. It's a playground for everyone from Jennifer Lopez to actual royalty.
But look, to really get what makes this hotel a legend, we've got to go way back, like over a century back, because that famous name, the Balmoral, it's actually pretty new. It wasn't always called that.
Yeah, believe it or not, it started life as the North British Station Hotel. When its doors first opened way back in 1902, it wasn't built for kings or A-list celebs. Nope, it was a giant, grand statement piece for the booming railway industry.
Now, when you hear railway hotel, you might be picturing something, I don't know, a bit drab, maybe a little drafty and basic, but the reality couldn't have been more different. The North British Railway Company wanted this place to be a palace, an impressive, glamorous symbol of their power and their authority. And you know why they went so big? It's simple, really. They were playing catch-up. Edinburgh was actually kind of late to the whole grand railway hotel party. London, York, Glasgow, they all got one first. So when it was finally Edinburgh's turn, the railway company knew they had to make a statement. They had to be bigger and way more dramatic than everybody else.
And boy, did they succeed. You have to remember, this was 1902, a time when a huge chunk of Edinburgh's population was living in tiny flats, maybe sharing a single toilet with their neighbors. And then this place opens up. It was like something from another planet. It had electric elevators, thousands of gallons of hot water just on tap, even an early version of air conditioning. It wasn't just a hotel, it was a modern palace.
So the railway company didn't just give the city an amazing hotel. They also gave it a new landmark, something that would become instantly recognizable to everyone. I'm talking, of course, about that iconic clock tower. And here's where we get to one of the hotel's absolute best-kept secrets. For more than 120 years, anyone looking up at that clock to check the time has been just a little bit wrong. But here's the thing, it's not a mistake.
That's right, it's intentionally set 3 minutes fast, and it has been since the day the hotel opened. It's this charming little Edinburgh quirk, but it actually has a really, really practical reason behind it.
See, this wasn't some accident. It was actually a really clever and thoughtful public service. Think of it as a little gift from the railway company to all the commuters down below at Waverley Station. It was designed to give them a few extra minutes to grab their bags and catch their train. Just a brilliant, brilliant bit of design. And get this, the tradition is still alive today. The clock only tells the actual right time for one day a year. It gets corrected just in time for the big countdown on Hogmanay, that's New Year's Eve. And then, the rest of the year, it's right back to being 3 minutes fast.
Okay, but as cool as the clock story is, the hotel's deepest secret isn't about time. It's about something much more dramatic. It's a family saga about losing absolutely everything and then fighting tooth and nail to get just a little piece of it back.
So in the 1990s, the hotel became part of the Forte family's global empire. And I mean, the Forte brand was a true institution in the hotel world. It was built by Lord Charles Forte over decades. They owned this huge range of places, everything from budget travel lodges all the way up to the grandest luxury hotels in the world. And for a while, that included the Balmoral. Now listen to this quote. "I thought I'd never want to see another hotel again." That's from Olga Polizzi, Lord Forte's daughter. And it just perfectly captures the absolute devastation the family felt in 1996. Because in a hostile takeover, they lost it all. Every single one of their 800 hotels. Just gone in one fell swoop.
What happened next is like something straight out of a movie. The family was out, the empire they'd built was gone. But then, in this incredible twist of fate,
The new owners decided to put the Balmoral up for sale, and Olga's brother, Sir Rocco Forte, who was determined to rebuild the family business, well, he saw his chance, and he pounced.
And so, the very first hotel he bought to start his brand new company was the Balmoral. Just think about that. The building that was part of this incredibly painful loss became the cornerstone of their triumphant return. It was this hugely powerful, poignant moment that basically set them on a completely new path.
So the next time you see a picture of the Balmoral, or maybe if you're lucky enough to see it in person, you'll know you're not just looking at a fancy hotel. You're looking at a building with a story that has completely evolved, from a monument to railway power to this deeply personal symbol of a family's resilience and their absolute refusal to give up.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? What other hidden dramas are hiding behind the landmarks we walk past every single day? It's just a powerful reminder that these giant buildings aren't just made of stone and steel. They're full of incredible human stories, of ambition, of loss, and sometimes of redemption. And that, I think, is what makes a building a true legend.